So how much money does my YouTube channel make with only 20,000 subscribers? After I show you my ad earnings, I'll show you how you can make 100 times more money online without using YouTube ads at all. Let's dive right in. So in the month of July 2020, I made $1,185 from running ads on my YouTube videos. This was a 50% increase from the previous month and a 706% increase from the previous year. And that $1,185 equates to a $20 CPM. So now let's take a look at an extreme example from MrBeast. He has roughly 40 million subscribers, and as of August 3rd, 2020, MrBeast has published 708 videos, which have earned him 6.5 billion views since 2012. So if we assume he earns $1 to $3 per thousand views, his lifetime ad revenue is approximately $13 million. And then we can divide that by the 708 videos he's published, and MrBeast earns about $18,000 per video. Now these are rough earnings based on the average CPM on YouTube, which is $1 to $3. But now let me explain some variables that may impact your revenue potential with YouTube ads. Number one, your market matters. So how much an advertiser is willing to pay is dependent on how valuable a customer is. For example, an advertiser needs to pay $1.08 per click to advertise on Google for the keyword shoes. Now compare that to personal injury, in which an advertiser has to pay $14.89 per click to compete. Now the difference in cost per click is because of the customer value. For example, the lifetime value of someone buying shoes might be between $40 and $150, while the lifetime value of a single personal injury client could be as much as $100,000. So personal injury lawyers are willing to pay more to acquire customers because the revenue will substantially exceed the cost. So what does this have to do with YouTube ad earnings? Well, it's everything, to be honest. If you're in a market where businesses are willing to pay more to acquire customers, then your YouTube ad earnings will be higher and vice versa. Which brings me to point number two, which are your video topics. The general theme of your YouTube channel will dictate your earnings, but every video within itself has different earning potential. For example, if I publish a video about how to get SEO results for a personal injury lawyer, it will likely produce a higher CPM than a video about how to get your first 1,000 YouTube subscribers. However, the latter may produce more views because it's a broader topic. So you always need to consider the CPM potential and the view count potential when picking topics. Also, if you want to maximize your earning potential, you'll need to avoid swearing and controversial topics because YouTube can demonetize your videos. Number three, you need to consider seasonality. Advertisers spend more money at different parts of the year, like Black Friday and Cyber Monday, and your earnings may climb during these periods. However, you may also see a decrease in earnings when the economy isn't doing well. So why is that? Well, it's because companies often cut advertising budgets when there's an economic slowdown, and this will affect you temporarily because when there is less competition on ad platforms, it reduces the cost to advertise. And as a result, your CPM will fall. Now that's something outside of your control, but it's still worth mentioning. So number four is the length of your videos. So you can run mid-roll ads when your YouTube videos are longer than 10 minutes. And YouTube also recently announced that videos over 8 minutes will be eligible for mid-roll ads in the coming months. So if you're trying to maximize ad earnings, then you should be creating videos longer than 10 minutes. So now the question is, how can you increase your YouTube ad earnings even more? Well, I'm a firm believer in the philosophy of Occam's razor, which in short means that the simplest explanation is most likely the right one. So I always try to apply this concept in my business and on YouTube as well. So here's how you can increase your YouTube ad earnings in the simplest way possible. Number one, increase your views. So the more views you can drive, the more you can earn. It's that simple. Now, the question is, how do you actually increase your views? Well, that answer is too long for this video, but there are two things you can do today to increase your views. First, create videos on topics that are already proven to drive views. Just go to any channel in your industry, sort their videos by most popular, and then attempt to create something different and better. Find a unique angle. Second, promote your video like crazy. I have a video on my channel showing you how to promote your YouTube videos, and I'll have a link in the description. Now, the second way to grow your YouTube ad earnings is to increase your watch time. Now, I could spend all day on this one, but increasing your watch time is a two-pronged approach. First, you need to create longer videos that are highly engaging. So how do you go about actually creating highly engaging videos? Well, the first technique is to use open loops. For example, at the end of this video, I'm going to show you how you can make even more money from YouTube without using ads. Now, if you rewind and listen to what I said again, you'll see that I created an open loop in your mind. Inject these open loops throughout your videos and your users will be hooked. And if you don't believe in the power of open loops, then just think about the best TV shows that you've ever watched. For me, it's Breaking Bad. It created open loop after open loop, and you never knew what was coming next. There were always unanswered questions. And the second way to increase your watch time is to keep users on YouTube. So use your description box, end screens, and comment section to drive users to more of your videos. The longer you can keep users on your YouTube channel, the more you can earn. And doing so also increases engagement on your videos and channel, which is a factor in YouTube's search and suggested videos. And now the final way to increase your YouTube ad earnings is to, number 3, double down on lucrative topics. So group your videos by topics and then calculate what topics produce the biggest CPMs. You can then double down on those topics and increase your ad earnings even more. All right, so even if you execute these tips perfectly, here's the ugly truth. It's very difficult to make a full-time income online from YouTube ad earnings alone. You need a massive amount of consistent views. And while that's possible, you should consider using the following methods to increase your revenue outside of YouTube ad earnings. So number 1, create your own products. Now, here's a fun fact. My YouTube ad earnings produce less than 1% of my company's total revenue. So where does all of our other revenue come from? Well, one of the biggest sources is from our SEO training program, Gotch SEO Academy. And the crazy part is that the traffic we get from YouTube is now the 3rd biggest revenue source for my training. Now, there are many different types of products you can create. Some require large upfront investments, while others can be bootstrapped. But one product type with the lowest barrier to entry is an information product, or in other words, a course. So creating a course is one of the best ways to get your feet wet with creating, marketing, and selling a product of your own. And once you're confident with that product type, you may want to venture into selling merchandise, e-com products, or even SaaS. However, SaaS requires the most startup capital. The second thing you can do is offer services, so you can simply trade your time for money. And no, it's definitely not scalable unless you build a team, but services are a great way to get cash flow, and you can then take that cash flow and reinvest it into products that are more scalable. And then number 3 is promote other people's products and services. So the most hands-off way to drive more revenue from your YouTube channel is through affiliate marketing. Now you'll notice that I have a few videos promoting products like Surfer. So whenever someone signs up for Surfer, I get paid a commission. For example, I earned $318 in affiliate commissions from Surfer because I referred 29 new customers to them last month. Now, the beauty of affiliate marketing is that you can focus 100% on the marketing, and then the company you're promoting focuses on the sales, the customer service, etc. Now, the downside is that your revenue potential is limited compared to owning and selling your own products. But when you combine YouTube ads, affiliate marketing, and selling your own products, you can produce a substantial income online. So that is how much I make from YouTube ads with only 20,000 subscribers. I'll create another video in the future when my subscribers and views has grown much more. That said, if you want me to publish more videos about YouTube marketing, then please leave a comment below saying YouTube, and don't forget to hit the like button so other people can find this video too. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.